Hey y'all, so I saw this DIY with a screen printing screen, some non-permanent vinyl, some adhesive vinyl, and they made a stencil for screen printing. So we're gonna test it out. So again, you'll need a screen, you need some non-permanent vinyl. I dropped my clear vinyl just now. You need some sticky clear vinyl to pick it up, and your Speedball paint. And let's see if this works. So in my Cricut design space, I usually use my phone or my tablet, but my tablet's dead, so I'm using my phone. I've already created my image, and I've flipped it in reverse. I know that sounds crazy, but it'll make sense in a little bit, because when you attach it to the board, you want to be able to attach the sticky side up so that you can pull the ink through. So then, of course, we're going to go ahead and cut this and see how this goes. Cricut's cutting and doing what it needs to do. I put the setting on vinyl because we are using the non-permanent vinyl. So now it is time to weed. I did use a piece of vinyl that's kind of old, so we'll see if I may need to cut another piece. Out, and you see here I've weeded everything out, so I'm going to attach it to the clear adhesive sticky paper to help us stick it onto the mat. I used a squeezy so that way it would get it really good and pressed in. And then I gotta open up my Speedball board because I didn't open it up. All right, so again, you know, this is what it looks like. You're not going to put it on this side. You're gonna flip it and you're gonna put it onto this side. So I'm peeling it now off of the white paper. And I'm going to get ready to stick it onto the board. So again, we're going to press it quite a bit, just like we did with the squeegee the first time, onto the clear adhesive. So we're going to press it really good. And I did flip the board and actually press it on the inside as well. I don't know, I just felt like I can get all the bubbles out if I did both sides. So make sure there's no bubbles, make sure it is sticking to it. Now I took painter's tape and I covered every single area that is not going to get screen print paint. And then I mixed my paint. So I did find this glitter on Amazon, and I'll put the link below. But it was a glitter that you can add to your Speedball paint. I don't think I used as much as I needed to, as I learned once I did put it on the shirt. So I'll probably do another video trying that out. But I did add the glitter to the paint to see how that goes. So I'm just adding glitter. I mean, who doesn't love glitter? And then we're going to stir that up. Stir. Stir. All right, so I did squeegee it one more time. It's just a habit. I just really want to make sure it was stuck to there. So you're going to spread your Speedball screen printing ink across the top. And you want to make sure you get all sides. And then you're literally pushing it down in one motion. I did make the mistake of going back and forth, left to right. And I learned later on that's a big no-no. So literally go from top to bottom. And you just continue doing this until it is fully covered. See, this is where I was kind of messing up, going up and down. And I learned later on that is not a good idea. And side to side. I thought I was getting fancy, y'all. But I did learn later on that is not the best idea. So when I pulled it up, you see the H and the line are kind of missing a little bit of screen print. So that's why it's important to not go left, right, up, and down. So I had to do it again. Want to make sure I got it right. So this time I just went up and down. Not up and down, I'm sorry. I just went down. So I kept putting the ink back up at the top and I kept pressing it down. And you want to make sure you're holding onto your board as well, because it will move. Now Micheals does sell the board that is attached to a metal bottom. And to me, that one's a little bit more secure. I'm actually considering purchasing that one as well. But you want to make sure you're holding that board while you're pulling that ink through, okay? That is like super important, guys. And I think I did like 4 coats this time. And the results were so much better because I just went in one direction. So let's take a look here. And you can kind of tell that the ink is actually going through as you're doing it. And again, like the more you do it, the better you'll get. I guess I take that back. I did go left to right on this one, but I did read later on, just go from top to bottom. But this one did turn out so much better than the blue one. Let's see here. Gonna squeegee it. Oh my goodness, I told y'all all kind of stories because apparently I went in all directions. I just went wild. Okay, let's see here. But I did read later on that it really is better to go from top to bottom. So here's the big review. Voila! Yes, feel free to applaud. So you can see here that the ink went everywhere. It's thorough. It's straight through, very smooth and nice looking. So of course we have to let it dry. Typically you can let it dry for a couple hours or so. You'll wash your board. So I just washed it with some warm water, wiped everything down and peeled everything off. And then you're going to heat press it. So I still heat pressed the blue one. I did kind of adjust the H with a little bit more paint with a very thin paintbrush, and I did the line as well. But this is the finishing touch, and I mean, I am absolutely in love with it. It's super soft. It feels just like it did when you do shirts. You buy shirts from the store. Now do remember to put a piece of paper or something in between the top and the bottom so that ink does not press through. But thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe.